Hi everyone, I'm Sabine, and today I will share with you a channeled message that I have received from the Pleiadeans Council of Seven. I have my computer there. I have transcript, sorry, the message, and I will read it with you. At the beginning, I was a bit hesitant to share it because it's deep. Then they convinced me to share it publicly. That's not the first time I'm channeling, but not publicly like that. Let's start. I had a specific question for the Galactic Council, and I was like, can you bring me someone who is willing to answer my question, please? And my question was, why do we have this situation with all the cats and dogs in the street here in the UAE? And how can we solve the problem? How can we change the situation? Don't be surprised. I will watch very often that direction and then here on the camera because I'm reading the message I received. Okay. Stay until the end because the juicy part has been given at that time. Just to give you a brief explanation of why I have asked this question is because recently we had this heartbreaking news that over 100 dogs and cats has been dumped in the desert of Abu Dhabi, and only few were lucky enough to be rescued by some amazing animal rescue association. And before that, only a few years ago, we had another incident in Al Quwaim where someone shoot a dog with a gun. And adding to the list of this, there were these teens in Sharjah throwing kittens against the wall. Those rescue associations here in UAE don't get any financial support from the authorities, unlike in Europe, for example, where things are organized in a different way. Now the status of those rescue association here doesn't even exist. So some incredible people did create movement association where they rescue animal. They feed them, they pay the vet bill and everything, and they share on the social media what type of animal they have rescued, and often they ask for support. Then the support we can give is paying directly the vet bill or contributing to make the vet bill decreasing, because very, very often they have amount like 200,000 dirhams, which is enormous. And I'm very kind with the numbers, which is corresponding to approximately 50,000 US dollar, even more in some cases. And things became even more intense with time. Some rescuers found themselves with more than 100 animals in their home, feeling completely overwhelmed, and the situation started to be unbearable. When I say start, is already unbearable since a while. Then let's come back to my original question that was for the Galactic Council originally. And I explained that I have this situation and asking, how can we solve the problem? How can we change the situation? Then I got my answer straightforward from the Pleiadeans Council of Seven. It started like that. I'm Akhtar, commander, and I have with me Talila, who is the second ship commander with me today. Ilios, if I pronounce well, is also present. This message is addressed to all starseeds, light worker, and anyone on the planet. We are here in front of you and you can see us, which was, I have to explain, I was sitting in my sofa and they were forming a cycle around me. This is why they say you can see you. And I was like, yeah, I can see you. And they were really holding the space. Ashtar was also saying to me that it doesn't often address subject like animal welfare. And he said, I'm glad that you have asked. First of all, they gave me a piece of advice that I feel like, honestly, it's not just for me, but for anyone out there. They were like, hey, you have got to put a leash on that Wi-Fi addiction, especially with your phone, because you become kinda glued to it. And I was like, yeah, I know, I totally get it. And this type of addiction, you know, when you are scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, and so just 5 minutes, 2 hours later, you are still there. This is me. And I know this is many of you too. This is why even it was for me the message at the beginning said, I will share it. I know many of you will recognize themselves. They insisted on the fact, and this address to each and every one, that we need to wake up more people around here. In this region, we still have many who are still asleep, not even having a hint of consciousness development. They also mention this is happening in many other places too. This is not an exception. And that is why the last 10 years, many light workers landed in this part of the world. Only a single light worker, just standing there like a pillar of light, acting as an antenna for the universe, can awaken more than 200,000 people. This is the minimum, just standing there, radiating daylight, shining as brightly as the sun in the sky. That's all it takes to awaken so many souls. It's like magic, but it's real. During and after the pandemic hit, people have felt this strong urge to bring more animal into their lives. It's not just in this region, it's happening in many countries. This too is a wake up call. Animals have this incredible mission, not just about giving you love and showing you what you need to change in your life by mirroring your issue. They have got an even bigger mission to awaken you. Now I'm asking them, how do they do to awaken us? The answer was they start by opening your heart. That is where it all begins. When your heart opens up, it's like a floodgate for your consciousness. The heart has to be the heart has to be the key that unlocks the door to awareness. So animals are not just our furry friends. They are also these incredible awakeners who guide us on our journey to becoming better, more conscious beings. So the next time you see a little one, remember, they are not just adorable. They are here to help us awaken. And they add also to that, give it about 10 more years. At some point, the authorities will be forced to intervene because the situation is becoming worse, and it will continue. More people will start to rescue animals, including those who have never rescued any before in their life. The number of rescuers will grow enormously, and almost everyone will become involved in rescue efforts, creating a significant impact. This will result in a noticeable increase in awareness and action. We have not yet reached the limit. Most situations like the recent one in Abu Dhabi desert will be witnessed. The reason for this is that as your vibration rises, it unclutters the earth. All the darkness is coming on the surface, allowing it to be addressed and cleared, revealing what has always been there but hidden in the shadows. I continue. So, even though it might seem bleak at time, there is a brighter future on the horizon. Change is on the way, and it's going to be beautiful. We are still immersed in a profound level of duality. The solution lies in awakening more and more people at an accelerated pace. As more individuals awaken, these issues will be resolved. The same applies to the authorities. As more people awaken, different decisions will be made at that level. It's not that they lack an awakened individual within their ranks. It means that animal welfare hasn't been the top priority. However, it will become their priority because they will have no other choice. The situation will become unbearable. Our intent is not to alarm you, but to ensure you are prepared. What you witness today is only the beginning of something much larger. Time when more people will step forward to rescue animals, and many will join in to help as more individuals awaken. Then I have asked another question, and I said, I see that some rescuers constantly are struggling, and it's not new, it's since many years, and it's on and on and on and on. They cannot get out. You get the point? They are constantly struggling. And I said, because the number of street animal is rising, it will not be better for them, right? And what is my role in that situation? What is my position? What can I do? What I should do? What is my purpose here? The answer was, these individuals will come to understand certain aspects of themselves, leading them to think and act differently. They are not just we are not just speaking about rescue efforts. We are talking about securing funding to cover the cost of food and vet bills. This situation will eventually touch every individual without exception, even those who have never had any animals or never rescued any will be confronted with it, finding animals everywhere, and they will be forced to acknowledge it. They won't be able to ignore any longer. Many are currently ignoring the situation, thinking it doesn't concern them and that they can simply look after themselves and nobody else. This will change. Everyone is affected. No one is exempt. Everyone will need to get involved, including the authorities. They will have no choice. This situation will surpass its current boundaries and become truly unbearable. It has already been unbearable at some point. For some of you, it might not be different, but as the situation is becoming worse, more people will be forced to step in. Those who previously considered themselves unconcerned and those who are still unaware will be forced to awaken. They won't be able to turn a blind eye to the suffering. They will witness because for now they don't truly see it. It's not right in front of their eyes, but it will reach them. And they were at that time showing me an image where they had many, many animals coming to the doors of people, especially the one we are speaking about. And then they said, at the moment, that's not the case, the image they were showing me. You may find street animals in certain area, but they don't come directly to your door. Like, okay, get the point. That's what it means somehow. This will change. They will, and they were also giving me the energetic words that I didn't find any good translation for that. Then I used the word invade, and I said they will invade your gardens. Invade is not the correct words. Replace it as you wish. Okay. English is not also my mother language. And when we channel, we receive messages by telepathy. And it's not always easy to translate in a language that is not your mother language. Then apologize for that. Okay. Let me repeat, this will change. They will invade your gardens, your buildings, your parking lots, and you will have no choice but to take action and get involved. Animals are a part of you. They are here to awaken each and every one and inspire love in all. Help will come through the behavior. I wanted to say the vibration. No. Help will come through the behavior. And the fact they will exist in a bigger number. When I'm reading that, I'm like, woo, I didn't realize when I was channeling it. Now I realize. I will repeat again, help will come through the behavior and the fact they will exist in a bigger number, and the fact that they are natural beings of unconditional love, they will touch many hearts. As we mentioned before, many light workers have arrived in this region, bringing with them a significant amount of light to help in the awakening process and illuminate the path of others. This influx of light will persist, and more individuals will come to realize that they too are light workers. Those who were previously asleep will awaken. Now I'm asking them, do you have an important message for the population, for the collective? What can we do? What possibilities still lie ahead? What is our role and what do I need to do in there? They answer, my mission, now they speak about me, Sabine, my mission is informing and passing the information. I act as a relay, much like an antenna to pass on messages and inform people. I serve as a vessel for relaying the information. In addition to my actual role as a relay station and information vessel, you are also an animal communicator, we know, but they have nothing to add for the moment, because I was asking, while they were delivering that message, I was like, yes, but I'm also an animal communicator. And then they repeated after me, yes, you are also an animal communicator, but we will let you know if there are any additional tasks for you. But for now, please continue doing what you are already doing. You are making a significant impact. You work intensively at night, which I didn't realize. They told me. Anyway, that's the confirmation. And every time you leave your body at night, during those moments, you are contributing significantly. And then I said, is there any other message I need to know for the collective? Anything that you want to share? Then they say, and that's here for me a very important part, because they say, we require more light worker. We need more people to step into the missions. We need more individuals to join our cause. What we have today is insufficient to fully awaken the planet. Many individuals possess talents such as channeling and healing, but they are often hesitant to share their abilities. We want to convey that we need you and you must step forward. Even if initially you can only help a few people, each one matters greatly. You must come forward and we can provide guidance. Ask us for advice. We are always here to support you, regardless of who you are and where you are. We need you to help awaken more people and ultimately awaken the entire planet. It's time. Waiting any longer is not an option. It's a call to action for all star seeds and light workers. You must step forward, be visible, and begin your work for the collective. The time has come for channeling and healing. There are numerous ways to go about it, but the key is to step up. Do not be afraid. We are here to support and assist you. Show up. For we need more light workers, much more. It's truly critical time. It's truly a critical time. Sorry. We don't want to say we are in emergency because we have been in an emergency for quite some times. Please put aside your fears and doubt. We need you, no matter where you are on your journey. You don't have to be at 100% capacity to begin. Start now. Jump into it. We need you. Okay, and then they said, we are pleased that they speak to me. I have begun to reach out to them with questions for the collective. They say, we have been, and this is valid for all of you, this is why I share also, we have been waiting for this. Since you haven't asked, we could not interfere with your free will. You have been contacted numerous times, and I felt it was not only me. This is why I'm sharing this, even if what they say was concerning me mainly. I know they have been contacted many people, and many of you are still afraid, scared, full of doubt, not knowing what, when, how. The message is jumped in. That's it. And they said to me, you have been contacted numerous times, but you were not ready to share your message publicly. You kept them. It's true. And I know it's true for many of you when they say that to me. You kept them confined to your small groups. That's true. Students and clients. And again, I repeat, I share this because I know I'm not the only one. I know it's concerning you two light workers and starseed. Let's continue. I repeat again. You kept them confined to your small group, students and clients, but now you are ready and we are eager to assist you in channeling more and more. Please ask us more questions. For those listening to this message, we encourage you, they speak to you now, to ask questions as well. We are here to serve, guide, and help. We want your active involvement. We want to see you evolve and shine because you came to Earth not to suffer, but to radiate your light. We are here to assist you, and we are not alone. There are many others who are part of the alliance, if I pronounce well, alliance of the Galactic Council of Light. You have already channeled many messages, but we will come more frequently, and others will come to share their message publicly through you. It's time. It's truly the time to spread the words, to convey the message, and to inform as many people as possible about our existence, our technology, and our love. Be ready. I will channel more and do more video. And I really encourage you to do it, honestly. Okay, now they were speaking for all humans on the planet and said, in a way, this is also a very important part. I've been myself like, oh, wow. In a way, you are a part of us and we are a part of you. In your DNA, every individual has portion of galactic DNA without exception, regardless of who you are, regardless of your belief. We want to emphasize that your DNA contain a segment of galactic DNA, whether it's Pleiadians, Arcturians, Sirius, Lyra, Venus, Vega, or any other constellation. You have a certain percentage of your galactic family within your DNA. Never forget this. It might be challenging for some to understand at this moment, but as time goes on, you will realize that we are all interconnected in one way or another. This is why we want to help you. We are family. Yeah, it was an amazing message, and please share a maximum because that message addressed to every light worker or future light worker or people who stay still hidden. I've done this for many, many years. And believe me, I'm glad that they pushed me to share that message publicly because I'm channeling since many, many years. And they are right. I was doing in class with my student, in a group, but private or one-to-one client. And yes, we had amazing message, amazing conversation, but I didn't publish publicly, even if it was addressing to a bigger group. Because simply I was like many of you today, still full of doubt, not probably trusting myself, fear of judging, being judged, coming on the camera like now and blah, blah, blah. All this BS we inflict to ourselves and all that stuff. I was like that. And I'm very happy, really happy that I can share this message today. And I'm feeling really free and at ease to do it because I know many of you need to hear that. For some of you, this message has to be listened maybe 1, 2, 3 times, whatever. For others, you will have to transcribe. I will copy the transcript also in the description of the video to help you. And keep the keywords for your own evolution. This is an amazing message filled with love. And yeah, well, at some point, I thought at the beginning, saying, yeah, it's becoming worse. I cannot share this, blah, blah, blah. But they explained why also it's happening this way. And if you open your mind, you will really understand what is really the meaning behind and where we are going, which direction we are taking, and how we evolve, we still have the choice. We are still free. And yeah, jump in, start to show up honestly, start to do more work for the collective. Much love to each and everyone. Bye.